And here the Lord's team is into the field for the second match, and I request the batters to be ready to start the proceedings. Umpires are ready, fielders are ready, and I request the batsmen to be. Yes, here comes the two batters for Vipers, Noel Ben and Jacob Davisi. Two experienced campaigners is into the middle for Vipers. Earlier, Lords won the toss, and they have elected to bowl first. And for Lords, Siddharth, the left-hand seamer, is ready with the ball. Two umpires are ready. Noel Ben, the man on strike. At the other end, Jacob Davisi, two experienced campaigners, and with the ball, Siddharth CR, the left-arm medium pacer with the ball. And here we go for the first ball. Siddharth to Noel Ben. And there he is checking the run up once again. And he's ready right now. A good length delivery to the stump line. First runs on the board for Vipers. And that brings Jacob Davisi to the strike. Siddharth to Jacob Davisi. A very good delivery. Outside off stump. The batsman just sees off the ball. And this is day 4, match number 2 between Lords and Vipers. To the leg side. And there is a very good stop from that fielder. Saved 3 runs for the team. And athleticism. To the legs, an appeal, big appeal. Noel Ben, the mighty Noel Ben on strike. To the legs again. This time plays beautifully. Well-timed shot. There is a fielder. Prageet the man. 2 more runs added to the total. Collected the ball really well. And the score moves to 4 runs. With a ball to go in this over. A very good over from Siddharth. A very good start from that left armer for the team. Considered only 4. That was another beautiful delivery. A very good line and length. And that's the end of over number 1. The score is 4 for Nolos. As you know, this is the power play. And considering only 4 runs in the first over is a very big thing. And here comes the new bowler to attack. And John James is the new bowler to attack. That's in the slot. Jacob Devsey, the man. That's the first maximum of this match. He is very strong in his legs. And straight away, that's a maximum. And the score moves to 10 runs. And Jacob Devsey welcomes John James with a 6. Again into the legs. Another powerful shot. Well timed. Another boundary and the score moves to 14 runs. Back-to-back boundaries for Jacob Devsey. And the score moves to 14 runs for Vipers. That's a big wide. Yes, a big wide signal by the umpire to the third man area. That added 2 runs to the team and the score moves to 16. And that brings back Noel Ben to the striking end. That's again. Yes, it is a wide signal by the umpire. Back-to-back wide from John. And there is a discussion between the umpires. This is the match between Vipers and Lords. Earlier, Lords won the toss and they have elected to bowl first. This time, a very good delivery. Trying to bowl in the slot. And that's a quick single from Noel Ben. And the score moves to 18. To the legs again. And there was a fielder in the backward score region. Vijay is the man on field. Another single and the score moves to 19. That's again another good delivery, another quick single, and the score moves to 20 runs. That was a change of pace and length. And that's the end of over number 2. The score is 20 for no loss for Vipers. And here comes Siddharth Seer back to attack. Noel with the man on strike. He has bowled a very good over. Very good first over. Only conceding 4. And here he comes again. Over to Siddharth. A very good start. Again bowling in good areas. Not making the things easy for the batsman. Noel when the man on strike. He is batting on 5 of 7. The score is 20. That's again another beautiful delivery. Bowling in right areas will restrict the batsman from scoring easy runs. And that's what Siddharth is trying here. That's again another beautiful delivery. This time a quick single. But anyway, that was a very good delivery. A decent delivery from Siddharth Seer. And the score moves to 21 with 3 more to go in this over. The current run rate is just about 8 runs for Vipers. And that brings back Jacob Deosy to the striking end. That's again an in-swinging delivery. Another good delivery from Siddharth Seer. Not giving any room for the batsman. The score is 22 for no loss. That's again. This time, no ball signal by the umpire. Another good delivery, but ends up in a no ball. And Noel then on strike. And this is the first free hit of this innings. Noel Beng walking into the middle. High up in the air. That's another single. Only 1 run. Change of line and length. That's again Another dot ball. And that's the end of over number 3. The score is 24 for Nolos. Noel Ben batting on 7 and Jacob Devsey batting on 13 of 8 deliveries. And Siddharth completes another good over, only conceding 4 runs again. A very good over for the team. And here comes John James back to the attack. And he is to bowl the second over. The score is 24 for no loss for 3 overs. Current run rate of Vipers is 8. That's a change of pace from John James to the legs. A quick single from the batsman. The score moves to 25. Brings back Jacob Devsey to the striking end. That's again in the slot. A big no from Jacob Devsey to Noel Ben. A very good call from the batsman. The ball was straight to the fielder in the mid-off region. That's to the leg side again, and this time a leg lands from Jacob Devsey. A well-timed shot, and that's a boundary. The score moves to 29 for Nolos after 3.3 overs. Jacob Devsey moving to 17. A vintage shot from Jacob Devsey. That was really a joy to watch. This time, a very good comeback from the bowler. The score moves to 29 for Nolos. This is over number 4. That's again slashes. Slashes hard, and that's a one bounce boundary. 2 in this over. Jacob Devsey again using the power play. The ball travels above the point region. And no chance for any fielders. Straight to the boundary. And the score moves to 33. With a ball to go in this over. This time a slow over, but he plays that ball beautifully through the extra cover. And that's another boundary. A boundary to end the over, and the score moves to 37 for Nolos. Jacob Devsey moves to 25 of 13. And Noel Ben batting on 8. 13 runs conceded by John James in this over. After 4 overs, the score is 37. We are watching match number 2 in day number 4 here in Rajagiri for the Elance Cup 2023. Broadcasting powered by Kerala Sports Live. Siddharth is back to the attack. A very good delivery from Siddharth. Another good delivery to Noel Ben. Another dot ball. He is bowling over number 3. That's to the legs again. A big appeal from the bowler. And that is off from the bat, and that's another single, and the score moves to 38. And that brings back Jacob Devasi to the striking end. Siddharth bowling to Jacob Devasi. That's in the air. One bounce to the boundary again. Another boundary for Jacob Devasi. And Team Vipers, and the score moves to 42. With 3 more to go in this over. Siddharth conceding the very first boundary of this match after bowling 14 deliveries. Siddharth to bowl number 4 of over number 5. The score is 42 for no loss. Jacob Devasi on strike. That's again slashes hard, this time in the air. Another one bounce boundary from Jacob Devasi. He is utilizing the power play well. Slashing the ball hard. Siddharth was bowling. An outside off stump delivery. Jacob Devasi judged the ball well, and he puts that ball back to the boundary line. A very good length. A very good ball. And a very good comeback from Siddharth Sia. Another dot ball. 9 runs considered in this over. The score is 46 for no loss. With a ball to go. Slight adjustment in the field. That's well placed by the batsman to the backward point region, and that's the end of over number 5. The score is 47 for no loss. Noel Ben batting on 9 and Jacob Devasi batting on 34 of 17. And here comes Samalas Nair. Oh, that's waiting for the signal for the umpire. Yes, it is a no ball. The ball was pitching outside the pitch, outside the wicket, and a big no. The This time, played in the gap. And there was a fielder. 2 more runs added to the total, and the score moves to 50 runs for Vipers after 5.1 overs. Amalas Nair bowling to Jacob Devasi, the informed batsman of Vipers, is in the crease. This time to the leg side. Straight to the fielder. One bounce to the fielder. That's again Panisa straight away in the slot. A very good work from that fielder. He runs for the ball from long off to extra cover region. Another 2 runs added. Sorry. That was balled outside off, and that's a wide signal by the umpire. This time, this slot bowled really well. Straight to the field, another single. And the score moves to 53 for Nolos. To the legs again. The fielder there. That's a boundary. Another boundary. This time the score moves to 57. And Jacob Devasi batting on 41 of 23. The score is 57 for Nolos. We are watching the Elance Cup 2023 here in Ratchagiri KCA Cricket Ground. And the match between Lord CC and Vipers. And here comes the new bowler to attack. Shin's the new man to attack. That's a very good delivery to start, and that's a dot ball. Shin's the man with the ball. That's again back-to-back dot balls. Noel Ben. That's again this time placed beautifully in the gap. And that's a single. The score moves to 58. This time sweeps beautifully, and it is out of the park for a maximum. The spectator was trying for a catch. He also missed that. Powerful shot from Jacob Devasi. And the score moves to 64 runs. Very good partnership. Jacob Devasi, the man, batting on 47 of 24. A very good delivery. A very good comeback from Sins M. Thomas. Another single, and the score moves to 65. This time straight to the fielder. A very good run. A quick run by both the batters. And that's the end of over number 7. The score is 66 for no loss. And here comes the new bowler to attack. Let in charge, the new bowler. That was a very good delivery, a very good start from Jidin. A single to start, and the score moves to 67. That was well bowled. Another dot. That's in the air, straight to the fielder. Another single, and the score moves to 68. And Jacob Devasi moves to 49. A very good delivery. A very good delivery from Jidin Jacob. Another dot ball. Noel Ben is playing an important innings here. A supporting role. And this time he joins the party with Jacob Devasi. That was a beautiful shot. A joy to watch. Straight out of the park. Another maximum. The score moves to 74. With a ball to go in this over. That's again, this time, a fielder was there and no chance for him. Another boundary, and that's the end of over number 8. The score is 78 for no loss after 8 overs. Noel Ben batting on 23 of 23 and Jacob Devsey batting on 49 of 27. 12 runs of the over number 8 and the score is 78 for no loss. That's to the leg side. Jacob Devsey places the ball well. And that's 50 up for Jacob Devsey. A well played half century from that big man. 51 of 28 deliveries. The score moves to 80. Shins the man with the ball. Again, he places the ball to the gap, but this time there was a fielder. Siddharth, the man, he saved another three runs for the team. The score moves to 81. Very well bowled. Very well bowled by Shins M. Thomas. That was a very good comeback. That's again this time in the gap. Straight to the fielder in deep covers. Another single and the score moves to 82 after 8.4 overs. A partnership of 82 runs. An opening partnership of 82 runs. This time trying to hit hard but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Jacob Devsey, the number 10. That was to the leg side. Fielder was there to collect the ball. Waiting for the umpire's signal. Yes, it's a leg by signal by the umpire. And that's the end of over number 9. A very good over from Shins M. Thomas. Only considered 5 runs and the score is 83 for no loss after 9 overs. And here we have a bowling change. Vijesh Kumar, the new bowler, to attack. And that was to the leg side in the air. To the backward score region. And the score moves to 84 runs. Brings back Noel Ben to the striking end. He's batting on 24 runs. The score is 84 for Vipers. That was a beautiful delivery. The ball was pitching low. Keeper collects the ball well. Another dot ball. This is over number 10 under process. A late appeal from the bowler. Back-to-back dot deliveries from Vijay Kumar. And that's another single, and the score moves to 85 for Nolos. Brings back Jacob Devasi to the strike. That's it. He plays the ball really well. There was a fielder in that region. Another single, and the score moves to 86. The current run rate of Vipers is 8.75. Without any loss of wickets. That's again this time to the leg side. And another one bounce boundary. Lovely shot from Noel Ben. And that's the end of over number 10. 7 runs of the over. The score is 90 for Nolos. Noel Ben batting on 29 of 29. Jacob Devasi batting on 54 of 33. Halfway is over for match number 2. Inning number 1 for the Elance Cup 2023. And this is over number 11 under process. Shane Sam Thomas is back to the attack. And the score moves to 92 for Nolos. Jacob Tevesi on strike. In the slot, sweeps the ball, but there was a fielder. Another single. 93 on board. Jacob Tevesi batting on 56. Noel Ben batting on 30. A very good delivery. A very good delivery from Shin Sam Thomas. That was a quick single for a dot ball, and that's the end of over number 11. Only 4 runs conceded. Another good over from Shin Sam Thomas. The score is 94 for Nolos. And here comes John James, the number 10, to the attack for Lords. John James earlier conceded 29 of his first 2 overs with the new ball, and now he's trying his luck in the middle of the innings. John bowling to Noel Ben. The score is 94. Swings and misses. Another dot ball. A very good start from John. This is over number 12 under process. Match number 2, day 4 for the Elance Cup 2023. That's a lawful toss. Well played by Noel Ben. Took a single and rotated the strike. And the score moves to 95. That brings back Jacob Tevesi. This time played with soft hands to the point region. Another single. Another 1 run. Score moves to 96. With 3 more to go in this over. A very good over from John James so far. Only conceding 2 of first 3 deliveries. That was well played. A quick single again. Another single, and the score moves to 97. Noel batting on 33 of 36 and Jacob batting on 57 of 36. A very good support. A decent support from Noel Ben. That was to the legs. An appeal, and straight away umpire raises the finger. And Jacob Tevesi, the half centurion, is back to the pavilion. A very good breakthrough. An important breakthrough for Lords. And that was done by John James. Changing the line and length. And he has done the trick for Lords easy. Wicket number 1 down for Vipers, and the score is 97 for the loss of 1 wicket. With a ball to go in this over. And here comes the new batter to the centre. Chandrakant for Vipers. A hard hitter. He's also an opening batter too. But this time he's coming as a 1 down batsman. John James with the ball. Chandrakant on strike. Final ball of over number 12. That's in the air, placed beautifully. Straight to the backward point region, and he is off the mark with that single. And after the end of over number 12, the score is 98 for the loss of 1 wicket. Only 4 runs considered. And with a very important wicket, John James. That's the job for the that brings back Shins to complete his spell. He's to bowl the last ball. 14 overs, 115 for the loss of 2 wickets. Chandru the man on strike. Latin Raj with the ball. And that's the first delivery. A wide signal by the umpire. This time a quick single. The score almost to 117 for the loss of 2 wickets. Aditya Abraham, the man, the new man to the striking end. The current run rate is just about 8 runs. Slower delivery. Very well played. In the gap. 1 bounce to the field. And Aditya Abraham is off the mark with that single. Led in charge, the number 24. That was fouled outside of stump. Another choke single from Chandrakant. The score moves to 119. Another slow delivery straight, and he is dropped. Siddharth Sia, the number 5. One of the promising fielder in the side drops the catch. An important breakthrough. Swings and misses. Wide signal by the umpire. Another 1 run added to the total. The score moves to 121. That was a quick delivery this time. Straight to the fielder. With a single from Chandrakant. Aditya on strike. Taking his time. Moving down the crease. Straight to the fielder. Another single. And that's the end of over number 15. The score is 123 for the loss of 2 wickets. Aditya batting on 3 and Chandru batting on 7. Only 8 runs conceded from Latin. A very good over from him. A very good over for the team. And here comes Vijesh Kumar with the ball to bowl over number 3 of his spell. That's a single to start. The score moves to 124. A Yorker length from Vijay Square. An appeal from the bowler. This time a leg by signal by the umpire. One more run added to the total and the score moves to 125. A low full toss. Are you trying for a bigger one? But straight to the fielder. Another single. And the score is 126. 2 more to go in this over. Chandru the man on strike. Again balled really well. Straight to the fielder. Rajesh the man. The score moves to 127. That brings back Aditya on strike. That was misses completely by the batsman. And that's the end of over number 16. The score is 127 for the loss of 2 wickets. Another good over from Vijay Kumar. Only conceding 4 runs. That is what really needed for Team Lords in this situation. Nadine Raj is back with the ball to bowl over number 17 of this match. And we are watching Elance Cup 2023 here in Rajagiri KCA ground. Another slow delivery, another change of pace. A very good start from Ladin Raj. Chandrakant misses the ball completely. He was too early on that ball. This time hit it hard and it is in the gap and that's a boundary. And the score moves to 131. A very good shot from Chandru. And he moves to 12 runs. And the team moves to 131 for the loss of 2. That's again. Another dot ball. 3 more to go in this over. Chandru the man on strike. This time a wide signal by the umpire. The ball was travelling too much outside the off stump. Kane this time, Chandru sweeps the ball straight to the mid-wicket region. Another single and the score moves to 133. With 2 more to go, Aditya Abraham is back to strike. He is batting on 5 of 6 deliveries. The current run rate is just below 8 runs. This time the batsman dancing down the pitch, but he was not able to connect the ball well and straight to the fielder. Another single. The score moves to 134. Chandru sees off the ball. Umpire signals wide. Another 1 run and the score moves to 135. A very good leave from the batsman. This time, beautiful delivery. A very good delivery to end the over. A luck cutter from Latin Raj. And that's the end of over number 17. The score is 135 for the loss of 2 wickets. Aditya and Chandru in the middle for Vipers CC. Three more to go. Vijay Kumar is back to the attack to complete his 4-over quota. The number 7, who took an important wicket of Noel Ben earlier. Aditya on strike. Vijay with the ball. That's in the air. Fielder comes under and he misses totally. A very good chance. And that's another boundary and the score moves to 139. This time, traveling high up in the air. Another drop from John James. Same batsman, same result. This time only a single. The score is 140. To the legs. Beautifully timed. That's a boundary. This time from the bat of Chandrakant. The score moves to 144. Again the ball travels between the legs of the fielders. Second time in this over. This time the bowler himself stops the ball really well. That's another dot ball. Low full toss. That's it. That was a maximum. Chandrakanta man is changing the gear here in tragedy. And the team total moves to 150 runs for Vipers CZ. With a ball to go in over number 18. This time, change of length from the bowler. A very good throw. From that man behind the stumps. And that's the end of over number 18. The score is 151 for the loss of 2 wickets. Chandrakant batting on 24 of 19. And Aditya Abraham batting on 11 of 9. Here comes Latin Raj to go over number 19. The score is 151 for the loss of 2 wickets. The run rate is just below 9. That was a switch hit from Chandrakant. An attempt from the fielder. And here he collects the ball well. A very good attempt from Siddharth. And a good follow through from that man. Two runs conceded. This time two legs in the air. Above the fielder. That was beautifully placed by Chandrakant. And that's another boundary, and the score moves to 157. 10 more balls to go in this innings. Vipers easy on 157 for the loss of 2 wickets. Chandrakant batting on 30 of 21. Aditya batting on 11 of 9 deliveries. Another very good partnership from Vipers. That's a slow delivery this time. The batsman misses the ball completely. And yes, it is a bye signal by the umpire. Another 1 run added to the total, and the score moves to 158. Let him judge the man with the ball. Aditya on strike. This time in the air. Yes, it is. Shins M. Thomas, the number 4, makes no mistake. A very well judged catch, and Aditya is back to the pavilion. Wicket number 3 down for Vipers. And here comes the new batter to the middle, Abhilash Anthony for Vipers. 2 more balls to go in this over. The score is 158 for the loss of 3 wickets. And their current run rate is 8.46, which is a very good one in terms of the situation. And Levin to bowl against Abhilash. First ball, loose ball. An appeal from the wicket keeper. A big appeal. Seems like the batsman was stepping down, but still he was in the crease. He was behind the crease. Again, another dot ball, back-to-back dot balls, and that's the end of over number 19. The score is 158 for the loss of 3 wickets. A very good over from Latin Raj, conceded 7 runs, and he took up an important wicket. And here we go for the final over of inning number 1. And John James, the number 10, is into the attack for Lord CC. The score is 158 for the loss of 3 wickets. Chandrakant, the man on strike. 6 to go in this innings. The score is almost to 158. This time he plays the ball beautifully in the gap, and he makes a single. Another 1 run added to the total, and the score is 159 for the loss of 3 wickets. John James Bowling to Elance Anthony. To the legs, an appeal from the bowler. No interest from the umpire. Another dot ball. Abhilash Anthony is still struggling to get off the mark. Faces 3 balls without any runs. This time, that was really well played. Rajesh the man. What a wonderful work from that fielder, Rajesh. He saved 3 runs. An outstanding work from that fielder. This time, the ball is traveling to the cow country region. Chandragant calling for 2. Abhilash says no. Another 1 run. That's a bye signal by the umpire. The score is 162 for the loss of 3 wickets. With a ball to go in this over. Chandru the man on strike. This time in the air, in the gap. Siddharth the man. Yes, it is a run out. And that's the end of inning number 1. After 20 overs, the score is 163 for the loss of 4 wickets.
prepared.
Lords won the toss and elect.
Rajesh the man on strike. Abhilash Anthony with the ball. Rajesh left the ball well. And that was the first ball of inning number 2. The target for Lord CZ is 164 runs in 20 overs to win this match. This time in the air. One bounce to the fielder. And he is off the mark with that single. Vijay Kumar has come to the striking end. We are watching Elance Cup 2023. That was a beautiful shot. A cracker from Vijay Kumar, and he is off the mark with that boundary. He hits the ball hard, very hard, and it was straight over the bowler. One bounce boundary. That's a beautiful delivery. That was a very good comeback from Abhilash. With 2 more balls to go in this over. 5 runs on the board. Rajesh and Vijay in the middle for Lord CZ. They are chasing down 164 runs in 20 overs. This time in the air. Fielder coming under. He tried that ball well. And it is a boundary. Vijay Kumar is showing his intention. He is going to give that wonder start that he can. 2 boundaries in this over. The score moves to 9. Kane, a back of length delivery. Easily crosses the boundary ropes. Another boundary in this over. And that's the end of over number 1. The score moves to 13 runs without any loss of wicket. Vijay Kumar batting on 12 over 4 deliveries. And Rajesh on the other side is batting on 1 of 2 deliveries. And here comes Shankar, the new bowler, to attack for Vipers CZ. 151 required in 114. Rajesh the man on strike. Shankar the new bowler. The captain brings a spin bowler to attack. Shankar the man. An experienced campaigner. Very good with the new ball. And he is bowling to Rajesh. A quicker delivery to start. Another single and the score moves to 14. That brings back Vijay Kumar to the strike. Need 115, 113. Quicker delivery again. A very good throw from that fielder. Another single. 15 runs on the board. Rajesh is back to the strike. Shankar with the ball. He places the ball really well. And that was a very good stop from Sani, the number 40. A hard-working cricketer. He stops the ball really well. Saves 3 runs for the team. This time, another single. Very good over from Shankar. Only considered 4 runs. And he is 2 bowling in the power play. The score is 17. Rajesh leaves the ball. And that's a wide signal by the umpire. Another 1 run added to the total. The score moves to 18. This time Rajesh the man. Hits the ball in the air. There was a fielder. And a very good call from Vijesh. Chance of run out. No, says the umpire. A very good two from both the batters. The score moves to 24 nolos. That's again quick single, another quick single. Both the batters are trying to rotate the strike at least for every ball. And that's the end of over number 2. 8 runs conceded and the score is 21 for nolos. Rajesh and Vijesh is slowly making the mark for the team. And they requires another 143 in 108 deliveries. And here comes the new bowler to attack. The captain introducing another bowler. And this time it is Noel Ben, the number 16 of Vipers, to the attack. And Chaji is the man on strike. The score is 21 for Nolos. Requires 143 in 108 deliveries. This is match number 2, day 4 for the Elance Cup 2023 here in Rajagiri. An appeal from the bowler. No sees the umpire. A late appeal from the bowler. And that's a dot ball to start. The score is 21. Requires 143 in another 18 overs. Trying to sweep the ball, not able to connect the ball well. A very good delivery from Noel Ben. Another single. The score moves to 22. Bowling in right areas. Vijay is the man. Trying for a big one, misses completely. That's what I was saying earlier. Bowling in right areas will help the bowler to restrict the batsman from big shots. 142 in 105. That was played beautifully. Straight over the bowler. Another boundary. Vijay Kumar. That was a better length, and umpire says he raises the finger, and the inform Vijay Kumar is back to the pavilion, and that was a hit wicket too, and a wide signal by the umpire. Hard luck for the batsman. He is back to the pavilion. Hits a boundary in the last ball, and the very next ball he hits the stumps himself. Very much turned the course of the match. An important breakthrough for Vipers. And here comes a new batsman, John James, to the middle. A good all-rounder is to the middle. He sweeps the very first ball, and that was a very good save from that fielder. Ashik the man saves 2 runs for the team, and the score moves to 29. A very good work from Ashik. Another good delivery from Noel Ben, only conceding 8 runs in the power play. The score moves to 29 for the loss of 1 wicket. Lord says he needs 135 in 102 to win this match. And captain brings Shankar back to the attack. Rajesh on strike. 135 required. Rajesh, famously called Rajesh Minnal, and he welcomes Shankar with a boundary. Very good shot from Rajesh. The score moves to 33. "131 required in 101 deliveries. Rajesh the man on strike. On the other end, John James. Both the batsmen have a very big duty here. Quick delivery. A very good comeback from the bowler after being hit for a boundary in the first ball. That's again back-to-back dot deliveries. Score is 33 for the loss of 1 wicket. This time again, Rajesh. A copy of the first delivery. Another boundary. And the score moves to 37 for the loss of 1 wicket. 127 requires in 98 deliveries. Shankar the man to bowl. Ball number 5 of over number 4. This time Rajesh the man in the air. Ashik the man. The chance was dropped. And that's a boundary. Totally misjudged the ball. This time in the air again. Another boundary. And that's the end of over number 4. The score is 45 for the loss of 1 wicket. 16 runs considered by Shankar on that over. And here comes the new bowler to attack. Noel is back to attack for Vipers. John James this time slashes a flat sixer. A beautiful shot. Very well timed, and the ball is out of the park for another maximum, and the score moves to 51 for Lord Sisi. 113 required in 95 deliveries. John James this time joins the party with Rajesh. This is going to be an interesting phase of the match. This time he plays the ball over the cover and safely picked 2 runs, another 2 runs on the board, and the score moves to 53. John James the man this time, already 8 in this over. Now to bowl the ball number 3 of over number 5. He left the ball, and that's a wide signal by the umpire. An extra run, an extra ball. A well-timed shot. Straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. 3 to go in this over. 54 for the loss of 1 wicket. This time the ball was into the woods, and that is A huge six from John James. The score goes to 60 for the loss of 1. That was a very good comeback, but it was an inside edge. Another 2 runs. Yes, it is another 2 runs for the team, and the score moves to 62 for the loss of 1. 102 required in 91 deliveries. John James the man this time. "17 runs conceded already in this over with the ball to go. The score is 62 for the loss of 1 wicket. John James dispatched the ball. Again out of the park. Another maximum. And that's the end of over number 5. The score is 68 for the loss of 1 wicket. Rajesh batting on 23 of 14. John James batting on 24 of 8 deliveries. 96 requires in 90 deliveries for Lord CC to win this match. The score is 68 for the loss of 1. 2 expensive overs by 2 batsmen. Both of them struck hard and played well for the team. That was really needed in this point. And over to go in the power play. The score is 68 for the loss of 1 wicket. And here comes the new bowler. The captain introduced new bowler to the attack, Jacob Tavasi. He scored a 50 with his bat earlier in this match, and now he is with the ball. Rajesh the man on strike. The number 333, Rajesh. This time, dispatch the ball straight back to the boundary line, and that's another maximum. Rajesh the man welcomes Jacob Tavasi with a maximum. The score was to 74 for the loss of 1. 90 runs required in 89 deliveries. The required run rate decreases to 6.07. They are in a comfortable zone. And as I said, this is an interesting phase of the match. Kane short delivery. Kane punishes. An attempt from the fielder. No chance for him. Another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries in this over. The score moves to 78. 86 required in 88 deliveries. Rajesh Pindal, the man, is punishing Jacob Devasi. Welcomes with the maximum. And now with the boundary. Back-to-back boundaries in this over. The score moves to 78. 86 requires in 88 deliveries. This time in the air, Sony, the man, tries his luck. Beautiful effort. The teammates are happy with that effort. A very good attempt from Sony, the number 40 of Vipers. Dancing down the ground, but straight to the fielder. A quick single from Rajesh. Rotates the strike, and John James is back to the strike. The number 10. The big man is in the striking end. Jacob Devasi with the ball. The score is 79 for the loss of 1 wicket. 85 requires in 86. That was a very good delivery. Another quick single. Another 1 run. Already completed 12 of this over. The score moves to 80 runs. '84 requires in 85. Jacob Devasi to bowl the final ball of over number 6. That was an inside edge. Unlucky for the bowler. Truly unlucky for the bowler. And it is to the boundary ropes. And the score moves to 84 for the loss of 1 after 6 overs. That was an interesting start. A very good start from Lord CZ. And they need 80 runs in 84 deliveries to win this match. John James and Rajesh, both the batters contributed well. This is a very crucial match for Lord CZ, and they are doing that in style to make up their run rate for the Elance Cup 2023 here in Rajagiri. Abhilash is back to attack for Lord CZ, for Vipers, and John James, the big man, in the striking end. They are looking to complete this match as soon as possible. Some calculations are behind this for them to qualify for the next round. And they are doing that in style here. Everything is right on the way. Another couple of overs if they can make this. John James trying for a bigger one. Abhilash Anthony delivers a very good delivery. A back off-link delivery. Pitched in good length. Misses the batsman completely. That's a very good start to the over. Swings and misses again. Another back off length delivery. John James was not able to connect the ball. but he is still capable of making some good news for the team. The number 10, the big man. Abhilash bowling to John James. Ball number 3 in process. Three in a row. Swings and misses again. This time a fuller one. Abhilash Anthony. John James this time in the air. There was a fielder, Sony the man, in the third man region. And that's the first run in this over. The score moves to 85. Abhilash Anthony is giving some hope for the team, for Vipers easy. 79 and 80. Rajesh is back to strike. He's batting on 38. That was very well played by Rajesh. Another single. Only 2 runs in this over from Abhilash. A very good over. An outstanding over. And a very good comeback from that bowler. He earlier conceded 13 of his first over. But now he is back to the track. Cuts the ball straight to the covers, and that's another single. Only 3 runs conceded in this over. A very good over from Abhilash Anthony, and that's too good for his team. And that's the end of over number 7. The score is 87 for the loss of 1 wicket. Raji is batting on 39. John James batting on 27. And they request another 77 and 78 deliveries. The target is 164. The recovery rate is below 6. And here comes Jacob Devasy back with the ball. That was the first over after power play from this time trying to place the ball straight to the fielder. Another single. And as I said, that was the first over after power play from Abhilash Anthony. And he only considered 3. And Jacob Devasy is back to the attack. Rajesh Minnal at the striking end. The score is 88 for the loss of 1 wicket. 76 requires in 77. Dancing down the crease, but straight to the field, another single. The score moves to 89. 75 and 76. Rajesh and Johns in the middle for Lord Suzy. This time to the leg side, punishes straight away, and that's a boundary. A boundary after 9 deliveries for Lord Suzy, and the score moves to 93. John James is batting on 32 of 16 deliveries. (71 in 75). The keeper is making some adjustment in the field. Chandragant, the wicket-keeper batter of Vipers, the number 45. That is it. So breakthrough is there for Jacob Devasy and for Team Vipers. John James is back to the bowling, and inside edge And he is bowled by Jacob Devasey. The score is 93 for the loss of 2 wickets after 7.4 overs. 71 requires in 74 deliveries. And here comes the new batter. I think Elance Nair. Yes, it is him. The number 50 of Lord Seasy to the middle. And he is walking back. John James is backing back to the pavilion. Very good innings. That was what the team needed, and he has done that in style. 32 of 17 deliveries. Another 71 requires in 74. After 6 overs, Vipers were 57 for no loss. And Lords is far ahead of Vipers in terms of the situations. That was another good delivery. Beautiful delivery from Jacob Devasey to a new batter. And he totally misses. With a ball to go in this over, the score is 93 for the loss of 2 wickets. Elance Nair, the new man on strike. Swings and misses again. Back-to-back dot balls to end the over. Only considered 6 runs. A very good comeback from Jacob Devasey. Only 6 runs of the over. The score is 93 for the loss of 2 wickets. Yes, that is out of the park. Another maximum. What a beautiful shot that was from Rajesh. That was an overhead bouncer. Yes, it's a wide signal by the umpire. And that's a boundary. 5 runs awarded to the batting side. And the score moves to 104 runs for Lord Seasy for the loss of 2 wickets. Requires 1671. Rajesh Minnal on strike. He is batting on 46 of 22. Very well played. Very well played by Rajesh. Not taking any risk. respecting good deliveries. That is what the quality of a batsman. He is batting on a very good strike rate. And the score is 104. Swings and misses. Another dot ball. Rachi is the man. Lord CC requires. Over number 9 under process. That's straight to the bowler. And he drops that catch in the very last moment. Rajesh is very lucky here. A very good ball. A very good chance. Very well tried. But at the end, the final laugh is with the batsman. 2 more to go in this over. The score is 104 for the loss of 2 wickets. Already 11 of the over. But he bowls 3 dots in a row in this over. This time Rajesh the man. And it is over the backward point region. What a shot that was. And that's a 6 and the score moves to 110. 54 requires in 67. A beauty to watch. Rajesh Minnal completes his half century. He is batting on 52 of 26. What a start given by that opener for the team. And at the right time, the team requires this from him. 54 requires in 67. A ball to go in over number 9. An appeal from the bowler. And that's the end of over number 9. Single to end the over. 18 of the over from Abhilash Anthony. And at the end of over number 9, the score is 1-1-1 for the loss of 2 wickets. Lord CC requires 53 runs in 66 deliveries to win this match. And that brings back Rajesh to the crease. And here we have Jacob Devasi to bowl over number 3 here. And we are watching Elance Cup 2023 played at Rajchakri Cricket Ground. The match between Lord CZ vs Vipers. Vipers earlier puts up 163 on the board. And Lords is on the chase. And they are at 1-1-1 for the loss of 2 after 9 overs. Requires 53 in 66. And here is myself Mohsin from the commentary box for the second match. That's it. That was a power back shot and no chance for the fielder. And that's a boundary. Rajesh Minnal. He is doing the things in the way the team wanted. And he moves to 57. 115 for the loss of 2 wickets. 49 requires in 65. This time he smashed that ball. And they are coming back for 2 runs. Yes, they have done that in style. Amalesh Nair and Rajesh Minnal. How beautifully they are doing that. The score moves to 117. 47 requires in 64. Swings and misses. What a comeback from that bowler, Jacob Davey. A back of length delivery. Rajesh batting on 59 of 30. Another 47 in 63 requires for Lord CZ. This is over number 10 in progress. Yes, that was an unusual throw from Jacob Davey. An overthrow and another run conceded, and the score moves to 118. That brings Elance Nair to the striking end. That was well played. And Elance Nair is running back for the second run. And he completed that in style. What a good call that was. What an intention from both the batters. Another 2 runs. And the score moves to 120 for the loss of 2 wickets. 44 requires in 61 deliveries. And an orthodox shot from Elance Nair. And he has done that in style. Keeper is chasing. No one could resist that ball. And it crosses the boundary. And the score moves to 124. Elance Nair the man this time. 13 considered in that over. The score is 124 for the loss of 2 wickets. Lord CZ requires another 14-60 deliveries to win this match. They are trying to reach the target as soon as possible. And here we have a drinks break at the halfway end of the innings. And here comes Noel Ben to attack for Vipers. Rajesh the man on strike. He is batting on 60 of 31. 40 requires in 60 deliveries. That was well bowled from Noel Ben. A very good start. And Rajesh rotated the strike with a single. 125 on both. 39 requires in 59. Amal Nair completely misses the ball. And that's another dot ball. Noel Ben the man. This time, the back of flinked and Amal Nair dispatched the ball to the square region, and that's another single, and the score moves to 126. 38 requires in 57. Rajesh swept the ball. And there is a fielder. Straight to him. Another single, and the score moves to 127. 37 in 56. This time he misses completely, and Amal Nair is back to the pavilion. Umpire raises the finger. And here comes the new batter to the middle, Jidin Jacob. The score is 127 for the loss of 3 wickets. With a ball to go in this over, 37 requires in 55. Noel Ben with a very good breakthrough for his team. With a ball to go in this over, the score is 127 for the loss of 3 wickets. Lord CC requires 37 in 55 to win this match. Jidin Jacob, the new man, to the crease. And he is to face Noel Ben. That's again another dot ball. Completely misses, and that's the end of over number 11. 127 for the loss of 3 wickets. Rajesh batting on 62, and Jidit Jacob on other hand, waiting to be off the mark. And here comes the new bowler to attack. Aditya Abraham, the new man. Rajesh middle on strike. 37 requires in 54. That's Rajesh Minnal. An epic shot from him. And that's a boundary to start over number 12. He welcomes Aditya with the boundary. The score moves to 131. 33 requires in 53. This time, change of pace from Aditya. And Rajesh plays that ball well. He is not in a hurry. He knows the equation well. And a very good support from the team. And that's a no ball signaled by the umpire. And that will be a free hit too. This is going to be an interesting phase again. So I said earlier, they need to complete this match as soon as possible. That was misses completely. A very good ball, a very good delivery from Aditya. Another dot ball. That's again. Yes, it is a wide signal by the umpire. Another 1 run added to the total. Rajesh was trying to hit the ball by coming down the wicket, but this time another good shot. One bounce to the fielder. Another single and the score moves to 134. 30 requires in 50. Misses completely. A very good delivery. (134) for the loss of 3 wickets. 30 requires in 49. Jidin Jacob the man in the striking end. A loose delivery, dispatch that straight away, and that's a boundary. Waiting for the umpire signal. Yes, it is a boundary. And the score moves to 138. Jidin Jacob, the captain, was waiting for that delivery. And the score moves to 138 for the loss of 3 wickets. 26 requires in 48 deliveries.
(26 more runs required, 48 balls. Noel Ben is the new bowler. Very good bowling. Loud appeal. No, says the umpire. It was short and wide. The batsman misses that cut shot. 26 more required. That's a big heave. And that's a catch. Taken at the deep mid-wicket area. It's a beautiful catch. Once again a half tracker. Rajesh. Very good catch. Aditya takes a beautiful catch. Oh, that's a spectacular catch. One-handed catch. Aditya, one of the best fielders Vipers are having. It's a superb innings from Rajesh. Comes to an end. Lords need 26 more runs. No runs so far in this over. As we say, catches win the matches. Very good shot. That could have been catch there. 4-run signal by the umpire. Short and wide. Batsman heaves it. Was it a chance there at point area? Rajit, the new batsman. Another full ball. Going to the deep mid wicket area. One bounce to Aditya. Very good bowling from Noel Ben. He's taken the crucial wicket of Rajesh thanks to a brilliant catch from Aditya. Another loopy ball played straight to the long gone area. The batter are trying for a second run. Will that be out? Oh! A better glove work from Chandru could have resulted in a wicket there. Good running between the wickets. That was just a single run, but they converted it to two. 19 runs more required of 43 balls. Very well played at the covers. Requesting the captains of Crick Mates as well as Black Panthers to be ready for the toss. Crick Mates team and Black Panthers, Nias and Govind. (18 more runs required of 42 balls. Aditya Abraham continues his spell. What a brilliant catch he had taken. The last over, one-handed catch. Biltree, Ramdex Pharma, Acme Sports, sponsors for this Elance Cup. Elance Cup 2023 powered by Crick Mates. What an interesting game this has been. If Lords manage to win it within 15 overs, that's what the calculation is telling. We'll only know once the result is out. But if that happens, they are going to qualify for the next round. Once again, very good hit. The deep mid-wicket area, well collected by the fielder there. Just a single. That's a beautiful glove work from Chandru. Superb wicket keeping by Chandru. Not an easy stumping there. There's a full ball from Aditya. He bowled a Yorker length ball. Ricochets the batsman. Collected by Chandru and stumping done. No second chance for the batsman to come back into the crease. Very good all-round performance here. Very good bowling, very good keeping, very good stumping. Siddharth is the new batsman. Left-handed. An off-spinner bowling to a left-hander. That would be a contest. Requesting the crickmates captain and the Black Panthers captain to be ready for the toss. Niyas Rawat, captain of crickmates team. Hardly Jose, one of the founders of Black Panthers, also the owner of JK Business Associates, one of the sponsors of the tournament. Very well played at the extra cover area, looking for 2 runs. No, says the non-striker end. 1 run completed. 17 more runs required. Superb current run rate of 10 runs. Shyam Vasudevan is requested to come near the commentary area. Shyam Vasudevan. That's a big hit. Will that be a catch? Jacob Devasey. He doesn't drop those. That was an easy catch for Jacob Devasey standards. And he throws the ball back and hits the batsman. Yes, that was unintentional. Jacob Devasey walking all the way to shake hands and say sorry. That's a good sportsman spirit here. Jacob Devasey is a true all-round cricketer. One of the best batters, one of the best bowlers, and one of the best fielders. He takes that tough catch easily. Very good bowling from Aditya. 2 wickets in his 1.4 overs, just giving away 13 runs. Chandru adjusting the stumps. Prateek is the new batsman, right-handed batsman. Shyam Vasudevan. That's a suicidal run there. What was the batsman doing? Straight to the keeper's hands, and he's taken a run there. Now he has to take the responsibility for winning the game for the Lord's team. Chandru is one of the best wicket keepers around. Not easy to take those singles when the ball is just next to him. Back-to-back wickets for Lords. Siddharth on strike. What an interesting game of cricket here. Aditya Brahm bowling right arm round. Takes the inside edge. Runs toward the square leg boundary. Filler runs back for the second run. Will that be a close? No! Chandru couldn't collect the ball well. And if that would have been collected, I think the batsman was in trouble. "14 runs required for Lords, and if the calculations are right, they need to win this game. It's this 6 balls. And if that happens, I think Lords will qualify. 6 balls, 14 runs is the calculations. A small discussion between the senior players of the team. Requesting crickmates and Black Panthers to be ready for the toss. Crickmates captain Niyas Rawat, please come near the podium for the toss. Dead ball signaled by the umpire. As I said earlier, if the calculations are right, that's a drop catch here. Running for the second. 9 required now. Very good bowling by Jacob Devisi. Siddharth need to go for a big heave now. Jacob is bowling a very tight line and length. Toss has been done between Crickmates and Black Panthers. Black Panthers has won the toss and they decided to bat first. What a shot that is. That's 4 runs straight to the side screen. Straight hit by Siddharth there. Very good batting under pressure. Five more runs required for Lotz. Very good fielding there by Jisto. Four more runs required. As I said earlier, there are some calculations which will be only clear once the game is finished. But as per some calculations, if Lords win this match in this last ball of this over, they have a chance of qualifying to the semi-finals. That is an inside edge. Out, says the umpire. They're running for the second run, but fell short. Three more runs required. What an interesting game this is. The Lords has not given up yet. They will try to finish this game as soon as possible and then wait for the calculations. Vipers also cannot breathe easy now. They need to delay the result of the game as much as possible. Aditya Abraham. Not out, says the umpire. One more run required. Requesting the fielders to respect the decision of the umpire. What an interesting tournament this has been. Superb display of cricket in Elance Cup 2023 powered by Crickmates. Crickmates and Black Panthers, I hope you guys are ready for the next game. We don't have much time to delay. Mr. Govind, the tall, lanky left-hander, the captain of Black Panthers, is ready. Requesting the players to continue. What a tense cricket match this has been. Superb game display of cricket here. That is a full toss. Four signal by the umpire. And Lords win the game. Now we need to wait and watch the calculations. Hustlers and Lords have qualified. That's some celebrations. Very good batting from Lords cricket team. Not a fortunate decision for Vipers. They had played a superb game of cricket here.
Cleared.
Crickmates team and Black Panthers, be ready for the next game.